What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Port City Ace, and today on Philly Fan Sports, we're going to talk about Week 14. We're going to go over all the games first and more of Eagles news.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished.
All right, so for Week 14, let's start with the Thursday night game, Raiders versus Rams. I'm going to go with the Raiders. Raiders last week got a really big win, and they're starting to kind of get the ball rolling, and the Rams just have too many injuries. Stafford's out, Kupp's out. They just have a lot of beat up individuals. Play calling just kind of all over the place. So we're going to go with the Raiders on that game. All right. Game 2, Vikings versus Lions. I'm going to go with the Vikings, even though I think it's going to be a really close game. But I think that a last minute field goal for the Vikings is going to actually seal the game for them to beat the Lions. Game 3, we got the Ravens versus Steelers. This week, Lamar's out. He actually is out for the next few weeks. With the leg injury, but I don't see the Ravens actually losing to the Steelers. I think it's going to be another tough game as well. I want to go with the Steelers, but I'm gonna take the Ravens. All right, I'm gonna take the Ravens on that one. We got the Browns versus Bengals. It's gonna be a really good game, but I think Joe Burrow and what they're doing right now, they just beat Patrick Mahomes last week. And then you also had Watson coming back off of everything that he was dealing with. He didn't have a really great game last week. The team actually helped him get the win last week. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. My upset of the week. We're going to go with the Jets over the Bills. Jets over the Bills. I'm going to take the Jets over the Bills for my upset of the week. All right. So go ahead and put that as a lock for your upset of the week. We have Texans versus Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, but I think that they're going to roll again over the Texans. I think that the Texans, they can run the ball. I think that's all they can do. And they're just kind of, all over the place with the quarterback at this current moment. All right, so we're going to go with the Cowboys, even though I hate them. All right. Eagles, of course, us. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles versus Giants. Of course, I'm going to take us, but I'll give you guys my actual score after I run through all these games, all right, for that game. But we're going to win, okay? We're going to go 12-1, all right? Jaguars versus Titans. I'm not sure, man. I think the Titans kind of sputtering a little bit, for the last 2 weeks. After what we did last week, and after what the Bengals did the week before, kind of shutting down King Henry. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Ryan Tannehill has ever been the answer, but I don't think that Burke is playing as well. So I'm going to go with the Titans, even though I'm really kind of skittish on the Titans at this current moment. But just because they're the home team, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Titans. All right. We got Chiefs Broncos. That's not. We don't even need to talk about that. Chiefs with a blowout. All right. Broncos haven't done anything this year at all. I think you probably can find college teams right now that might can put up a better fight than the Broncos, and what the offense is doing is just pitiful. It's just piss poor right now. All right, so we're gonna go with the Chiefs. Panthers versus Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I really like what they're doing currently at this moment. And the Panthers, they're just trying to also still find their way and everything else that they're doing. But I'm going to go with Seattle. We have Bucks versus 49ers. I really like the Bucks, but I think the 49ers, even with Purdy, I know what you guys saying. Purdy going to beat the GOAT. Yes, Purdy going to beat the GOAT this week, all right? I know it sounds crazy, but we have seen crazier things in life, all right? So I'm going to go with the 49ers over the Bucks. We got Dolphins versus Chargers for the Sunday night game. The Chargers, they just supposed to have so much, but they just don't show it. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins over the Chargers. And our Monday night game is Patriots versus Cardinals. All right, Patriots versus Cardinals. Now, back to the Eagles versus the Giants. All right, back to the birds. Fly, Eagles, fly, right? So this week, I'm going to take us, I'm going to go 27-21 final score for Eagles versus Giants, and that'll get us to our 12-1 record. It not only just not only just a 12-1 record, but it also give us another win in the division, because Dallas is really hoping that we lose this week just so they can possibly try to take the number 1 spot from us. But that's not going to happen. We're going to keep them off, and we're just going to go ahead and keep doing what we're doing, keep rolling the way how we're rolling, and making this thing do what it do. All right? So, second thing. This is where everything, I think, for us is really, really, really good, because James Bradberry returns back to the Giants, back to the team that traded him away for whatever reasons. It could have been financial reasons. I don't care. He played for us now. All right? He is with the Philadelphia Eagles. He is what we needed. We needed somebody else on the other side, outside of Slay. All right? And he is what the doctor has ordered. All right? Thank you, thank you, thank you again. We appreciate it, Giants, okay? So this will be his revenge game. I don't think that they're going to actually throw his way. I'm hoping that they throw his way so he can get an interception. But I don't think that they're going to be that crazy, because Bradberry is number 1, if I'm not mistaken, in the NFL as far as cornerbacks go. He's 1, and I believe Slay is 3. All right, so we got 2 of the top 3 cornerbacks in the league currently right now. All right, so let's hope that his game is like A.J. Brown's game in regards to the game that he had against the Titans. So that's I believe that he's going to have a great game. Maddox returns. Fingers crossed. I don't think that they really want to talk about it as much, but I do believe that Maddox will be back this week. All right. Last week we got Jordan Davis back, and he didn't play as much as I thought he would, but we got the job done really without him really being one of the focal points on the defensive line. So that's a great thing, right? Also, we have, I want to see what the special teams look like again this week. Was last week a fluke, or can we kind of keep this thing rolling from this point on going forward? All right. So that's the other thing. Can the special teams, can we do what we did last week? Last week he had 100+ yards in returns, and it actually flopped the field for us a few different times. So can we get the special teams to give us better field position this week against our rivals, the Giants? Okay. And also, how many Pro Bowlers do you guys believe that we have? Like, I want to say roughly 10 Pro Bowlers, maybe 10 to 12. That's really my number. 10 to 12 Pro Bowlers. I really believe that we have minimum 10, but maximum 12, of course. Our secondary, both corners and Gardner Johnson, right? All 3 of them. We have the offensive line. I think everybody on the offensive line is going to actually go to the Pro Bowl except for our right guard, right? I really believe everybody is going to go. Of course, quarterback, Hurts for MVP. It's Hurts season, right? So Hurts, he's going to also, I think he's going to, of course, I think that's a no-brainer. I really want to say Miles Sanders, because this is his best season so far. I believe that he will make his first Pro Bowl and really kind of show everybody, like, hey, I believe that he hasn't had the actual opportunity to be the number 1 back that we need him to be, as well as he has been injured quite a lot as well throughout his career. So this will be his first real year kind of doing what he's doing. Dallas Goedert, even though he's been out the last few weeks, I still believe that he's one of the top 3 tight ends. That's easy without saying, right? Within the league as well. So we got a lot of great players, man, on this team, and where do we go from here, right? So we just gotta keep dog mentality. We gotta keep winning, keep doing what we're doing, making this thing shake. And also, why Jalen Hurts should be the MVP. Jalen Hurts should be MVP. Howie should be General Manager of the Year. And also, we have the Coach of the Year. Like, we have all 3. We have the trifecta. We should have all 3 of these things wrapped up. But the national media is not doing their job. They're doing their job, right? Like, for example, they've already had Jalen Hurts not even mentioned, right? Because this was already a foregone conclusion that either Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes will be the MVP of the league. Like, they've already kind of had that in their minds already, right from the beginning. So I don't believe them. I do believe that he is the league MVP, and it is cool. It is fine. It is what it is. And as long as he keep his head down and do what he do as far as work wise, I think we're good. Also, the Saints do not have a game this week, which I hate because I need them to lose on their bye week. Because we currently right now have the number 5 pick, and we need that number 5 pick just so we can get us a pass rusher next year, because we got a lot of guys that we probably won't sign back, and we got to kind of have to start getting our draft picks. I don't know if we're going to use both first round picks, but I know for a fact, of course, we're going to use the Saints first round pick, and we might end up trading our first round pick out of the first round to get a future first round pick next year. So, hey, I believe that's what's going to happen, but, just because I believe it don't mean anything. We got to see what Howie thinks, and, can we find value in the end of the first round. All right. So this year we should have the 31st pick. So, this year the Miami Dolphins do not have a first round pick. So if we have the 31st pick, that means we won a Super Bowl, right? That's what we all want at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's it from me, man. Like I said, it's your boy, Port City Ace, and I am here with Philly Fan Sports. And, let's do what we do. See you next time, and subscribe and like as well. All right? We out. Peace.